What's going on, everybody? My name is Hassiem Muhammad, and you are listening to The Actor's Instrument, where we discuss the essential qualities you need to stand out in the entertainment industry. We hope you enjoy this clip from one of our recent episodes. So, where I want us to start today is the strike. It's been 2 years, and my very uh, potent question for you is, do you think it was worth it?
Wasn't ready for that question. Um, Honestly,
Guess we got your
bro,
answer.
yeah, no, to be completely honest, my perspective on that whole experience was like there are so many different aspects to the strike and the respect that everybody should have for the work that they do, right? Everyone should be making money for what they do. Now, within the stunt side of things, I feel like as a collective, we make a good amount of money for the work that we do. Now, the recognition isn't always there, but we were kind of fighting for pennies in a way where we might have been better off just continuing working and having like at the rate we're at rather than losing like because COVID hit us and then all of a sudden the strike hit us and then it was like yo bro we're losing more than we're gaining in this experience. And not only that, people just got bitter, people got upset. It was not I don't think it was the best way to fight for what we deserve. I feel like there was a better way or another path that could have been taken. Kind of, um, I don't have the answer. I really don't know. But to answer your question, I don't think it was worth it. No,
Heard.
I thought it was way more damage done than good done. We lost out on a lot of work all around. Even now, people are struggling. Still, like the impact of that is lingering 2 years later
Yeah.
in a way where even me, bro, I was doing great in this business. I was moving really well. Things were coming in. I haven't worked. I just worked a job in Coachella for Travis Scott. But that was a non-union gig. Like it was a live gig, and I haven't worked since I wrapped on the Gilded Age in December or January.
Mm,
So it's like
mm.
not a lot of work is happening. The show that I'm intended to be working on doesn't start up officially until September. So what am I doing
Ooh.
right now until that point? I don't know. It's like I'd rather been making money a little bit less money more consistently than trying to fight for more money that's less consistent. Like
Mm.
um
Dang,
so that's
bro.
where I'm
This is why I'm so glad to have you on the show because this perspective I think is great for everyone to hear, you know, because I feel like actors, we can be in this silo, this echo chamber. I'll speak for myself. A lot of my closest friends are also actors. So usually when I'm talking about this stuff, it's like to other actors, and like that's the only person I have to like bounce this stuff off of. Um, and similarly to how you're feeling is how I've been feeling post strike. It's like a lot of the stuff we were fighting for, of course, like on paper is good. More money is good on paper. I think what we couldn't foresee was the ramifications of us not working for actors was like 6 months,
brother,
and
it's
for
like
for some people longer. Because what happened was the producers, Netflix and so on, the AMPTP, those folks, they were still making money when we weren't working. So then they were like, "Wait a minute, if we were making money with y'all out of work, how much do we need to produce when you're back to work?" Like, they were really extending themselves. There was so much content being just churned out. I mean, think about Netflix was creating, like, hundreds of titles every year. It was, like, ridiculous.
they have
Um,
archives, just archives and archives of stuff they could just pull from. They don't need to make nothing new.
yeah, and so if they can save money on me acting and you doing the stunts and still make money, what do we think they're gonna do? And so that's where I feel I'm like, "Ugh." Yes, it was a good cause. Yes, like, in some ways, we were being taken advantage of. But I'm gonna be straight up. I feel the same way. I don't think it was worth it. We lost so much production post strike, and a lot of people were saying like, "Oh, it was coming anyway. There was a contraction company." Wha To me, that doesn't make sense to like speed it up.
No. Yeah, no.
You know,
Yeah.
slash like, was it even like that's not a guarantee. Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those interesting things of like listen, man, like we're all a part of this big cog, but there's somebody that feeds us all, right? And when you bite the hand that feeds you in a way of like they're already greedy, right? The top of the top is already greedy. So like if they have an opportunity to take more from you, they will. They're already like, I'm giving you a piece of the cut. Like, what's your problem? You're working, you're in a business that's like glamorous and you get to be on TV and film and you get to tell it to your friends. And like, there's more to it than money. So when we start chasing the money in a certain way and we bite the hand that feeds us, not only do they stop feeding you, they find
Mhm.
other ways to make you lose. It becomes this petty game. It becomes a game of like you're the small guy and you tried to come after me. So now I'm gonna come after your whole entire livelihood. And they do it in
Facts.
these ways that are not very forefront. Like it's not we're not seeing it, but they're doing it by like moving productions out of the country, to like doing different things, making the writing room situations last a little longer, like pulling from the archives and not making new shows. They're like, bro, we have hundreds and hundreds of titles just sitting that are waiting to release, like the back archives of Disney, right? Like we got tons of remakes we could just pop out and just remasters we could do. We don't need to hire anybody right now.
Yeah.
And that's what they decided to do because we were so not angry necessarily. And I get it. We deserve what we deserve and we should be fighting for the things that matter to us. We just got to figure out how to communicate it in a way that empowers both sides. Like we got to empower all sides rather than be like, you owe us this because they didn't owe us anything.
Yeah.
This was a collab. The whole entire industry is a productive or a collaborative experience. So all parties have to feel good about what's happening.
Yeah.
We created a divide, and in a divide, nobody wins, bro. Nobody wins.
Mm. Thank you so much for tapping into the actor's instrument. Before you go, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a beat. New industry guest interviews drop every Tuesday, so be sure to tap in. Till next time, y'all. Peace.